What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pick Plug back again with another video, and today we'll be hopping into some NFL Sunday plays for today. We're definitely looking to cash out on these plays. We cashed out on some of my college football plays from yesterday, and we're coming back again with NFL Sunday, ready to hit on these slips. Now, you guys know how I perform on NFL Sunday, especially on the Instagram. Here are some of the plays that we cashed out today on Instagram. Looking here, we have been on a 7-0 streak, hitting our play for today. Chris absolutely had a horrible game, and I'm so thankful I took the less on him. I definitely was not expecting him to have this terrible of a game. Only 26 yards in a whole game for the passing yards is definitely terrible. I didn't actually watch that game, but I'm sure there's a explanation for it because that's just absolutely insane. But looking at our next cash, it was on the close friends list. We ended up cashing a 2-pick parlay on some college football plays. Were very solid. Both were some easy picks, but Jalen Milroe did end up going the over just by a little bit, which did scare me. But if you guys do want these picks, make sure to comment down below and click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Just follow me at official.pickplug and you'll be able to get these plays and cash out as well. We got a huge slate coming up for NFL Sunday. You definitely don't want to miss that because we will be cashing on those. We got a solid slate for NFL today. So again, if you guys do enjoy these picks, make sure to smash that like button. Let's get this video to 200 likes if you guys do enjoy these picks. And don't forget to subscribe, turn your post notifications because again, a lot of these plays do change up very frequently. PrizePicks do love to mix up lines a lot. And recently, PrizePicks lines has been a lot different from other sports books. So you definitely don't want to miss out on these high value plays and predictions. Just turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on a video. But without further ado, let's hop into today's picks. For our first play today, we'll be going over to the receiving yards and we'll be searching up Amon-Ra for the receiving yards on 77.5 receiving yards. This one is going to be for more. Now, if we look at his last couple of games, you guys might be a little bit afraid to go on the over for this prop. He's only hit this line once within the last 5 games, and he hasn't been playing the best. But what we're really looking at for this game is the matchup. It's really key to pay attention to the matchup against the Vikings. I'm really loving this line, but let's take a look here on Outlier and see why. Again, if you guys do want access to Outlier, all you got to do is click the link in the description below to have a free 7-day trial and cash out on these tools. It has an abundance of historical data that you can use, and it is all very, very useful, especially if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level. Looking here, we can see that he's covered this line in 7 out of the last 10 games, and in his road games, we can see that he's actually playing better than when he is on road. In road games, he's averaging 84.7, and he's absolutely killed this line against the Vikings in the past. If we look here, we can see he's 100% against them. He's hit this line with 106 yards receiving, and if we do total games, he also did it even 144 receiving yards, and they ended up winning. So he's pretty consistent, especially against their defense. If we take a look here, they are giving up 289 receiving yards. They're one of the worst when it comes to this, and they're even worse when it comes to the wide receiver receiving yards. They're giving up 209.2 receiving yards per game. So that's literally double or more than double his line. If we look at his target share, we can see he's at 42 targets and he's at 28.2% of the target share. And if we look at the Vikings, they actually do have one of the highest rates for running zone, which Amon-Ra absolutely kills in. He has one of the most targets on the team with the highest target share of 28.2. And they also do blitz often, and blitzing often leaves a lot of room for even more targets for Amon-Ra. And also, I do just want to mention a simple alternative for this line. If you guys do want to also check for the receptions, his line is at 6.5 right now, and you can be sure that he's going on the over for this. He's definitely predicted to go on the over for this line at 6, so you can be sure that taking this as an alternative is a great option. He's averaging 9.5 receptions against them, and those were in previous seasons, but this season their defense has never been worse. So if you guys are liking this play, let me know down in the comment section below. But I will say PrizePicks right now is having it at 77.5 receiving yards. This is a great opportunity to take the 73.5, which is on Chalkboard right now. Chalkboard also has a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of discounted props. They even have Aaron Rodgers at 0.5 passing yards for tomorrow, which is an absolute steal. And then on top of that, they also have like Matthew Stafford at 199.5 passing yards. His previous line was 230.5. Another big difference is Kirk Cousins, who they discounted about 30%. And there's also more. It's just a huge opportunity to cash out on a huge amount of plays, and it's also up to 100 times on your payout boost. So definitely don't miss this opportunity. It's so often where I see people winning like 5,000 on chalkboard from a bunch of juice lines. So again, don't miss out on this opportunity. Click the link in the description below, download chalkboard, and use code trophy to get access to 100 times on your payout boost, as well as being able to win up to 100 times on your deposit match. For our next play, we'll be going over to the rushing yards, scrolling down all the way to J.K. Dobbins, looking here at the 77.5 rushing yards. Now, this line did end up getting lowered. It was at 79.5. PrizePicks just lowered it down to 77.5 by 2 points, which is pretty solid. But either way, we were going to be taking the over for this, which makes it even easier for us. Looking at the matchup, I'm really loving this line. If we take a look here on Outlier, we can see that he's hit this line in 3 out of his last 5 games. And he is going up against a team that is 29th in rushing yards. Now, if we look here at the 2 games that he did go on the under, we can see that he did end up having 32 rushing yards and 44, which is really, really low. But these 2 games that he did end up missing were against the Chiefs and the Steelers. And these were very tough games, especially for the rushing yards. Their defense on rushing is absolutely incredible. I believe that they're both top 5 in the rushing yards defense. And the amount of rushing plays that they get every single game is definitely very, very solid. At a 48 to 52% run rate, they have a bunch of rushing plays that they go through. And J.K. Dobbins is sitting at the top with 81 rush attempts and 52.9 of the rush share. Now, he is way above Gus Edwards in terms of these rushing attempts, so they're definitely going to be utilizing him way more. And he's just overall just been extremely efficient this season. He's averaging 87.6 rushing yards in this season. And like I said, the Chargers also really love to run the ball at a 52% run rate, which is actually the 3rd highest in the league for the run to pass rate. Now, considering all this, he did end up having some solid games against similar matchups. Besides the 2 games against the Chiefs and the Steelers, he's overall been playing really well and really efficient, having a solid amount of carries and consistently going on the over for this line. Now, if you guys want my personal best advice, what I would say to guarantee a profit for NFL Sunday, because a lot of people are going to be making some serious cash this NFL Sunday. There are so many huge plays that people are going to be cashing out on. I would definitely say to take the Amon-Ra pick for the over on receiving yards and pair it with the free line and discount that is on Sleeper right now for Patrick Mahomes on the 0.5 passing yards. This is a huge deal. It's 99% off and it is guaranteed to hit. And what I really love about Sleeper is because, one, they do have the up to 100 times on your payout boost when you use code trophy and get up to $500 on your first deposit match, and as well as they do have a bunch of these discounts basically every day, so you're not going without a single day of discounts, and you're able to make sure that each and every slip is highly profitable. You're not just blindly throwing your money on some PrizePicks slip that is way higher than what Sleeper is offering. So I definitely suggest that if you guys are interested in these plays, make sure to click the link in the description below, download Sleeper, and use code trophy to get up to $500 on your first deposit match. And when you cash out from that 2-pick slip, make sure to come back to this video and drop a like and comment on this video. For our next play, we'll be going to the rushing yards. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video. Sorry, I actually meant the receiving yards. And we'll be going to the DeVonta Smith for the 59.5 receiving yards. Looking at this matchup and how he's been performing in the last couple of games, this is definitely a solid line. I'm loving this spot. He's at 59.5 and he's been averaging 90.2 in his last 5 games. Now, if we take a look here on Outlier, we can see how cash this line is for him. He's been able to average 77.9 in his last 10 games, hitting this line in 8 out of his last 10 games. Looking at head-to-head, he's 100%, hitting this line in the last game, having 79 receiving yards that game. And overall, the Giants are giving up 223.8 receiving yards per game. And for the wide receiver, it's almost double his line, or more than almost triple his line on what they're giving up. Also, on the road, he's been able to cover this line, having 79 in his most previous road game, and the game before that, he ended up having 148. But for this season, he's been really consistent with this line, especially on the road. If you guys are wondering where I get some of my lines from, DG Fantasy is one of the best optimizing tools, especially if you don't want to have to do too much research on some of the best props, you can easily find some of the best props on here just by looking at the list. We can see DeVonta Smith for the 59.5. Now, a lot of sportsbooks do have him actually listed at 75.5. This is why you really need to line shop, and a lot of sports books have it way lower than what PrizePicks has it at. And these discrepancies happen very often, and especially since DG Fantasy has it in such a great layout that you can able to see it all in one place. You can see the lines, the percentages, and the odds for these sports books. It is super key to have a tool like this to take your sports betting to the next level. Another thing that I really love is their AI sports slip generator. Right now they have a bunch of games on NFL, and it's in different sports books. You have PrizePicks, Better, Underdog, you name it. These are all plus EV plays, and they're highly correlated, which means that if one play hits, then it's highly likely that the others will hit as well. So as always, if you guys do want access to these plays, make sure to click the link in the description below, use dgfantasy.com, and use code TROPHY for 25% off. That's about it for today's video. If you guys do want more of my plays, again, the personal plays will be on my Instagram, which will be linked in the pinned comment below at official.pickplug. And if you guys do want the exclusive picks, go ahead and join up on the outlet. I know for a fact that they will be dropping one of the best NFL Sunday slips for today. Last NFL Sunday, there was a member that ended up winning $15K just from NFL, which is absolutely insane if you really think about it, just from one NFL Sunday. Just go ahead and cash out on those plays. Just click the link in the description below. Use the link in the pinned comment and cash out on what they had to got. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a comment on your favorite pick of the day. Like and subscribe. Turn your post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.